Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how that this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk.
Hello and welcome to Uniq Xpressions podcast. I am your host, Destinee Jae, and we are back off a hiatus. We stopped for, a month or two and, for summer to have a little fun, but now we are back and we are talking about a very serious topic. It is called the crabs in the barrel mentality. And it covers a lot of different situations, a lot of different subjects, but we're just going to hit on a few. And I've also been listening to people that say that my show should be a little shorter because we talk too much. So this is going to be like maybe 30 to 45 minutes and we're going to cover everything. So that is the test tonight, everyone. All right. So what I'm going to do first, like I always do, is I'm going to break down what the topic is. So the crabs in the barrel mentality. I did some research like I always do, and it says crabs in the barrel mentality or syndrome. If you look it up, it'll probably say syndrome. It means the mentality and behaviors of individuals belonging to or identifying with a particular community or culture that is, they say, marginalized, which I looked up is insignificant, or I would say minority, who engage in behaviors that undermine similar others, which mean like people that look like themselves, with the intent to discourage a target from obtaining various opportunities or advancements. Okay, so I hope that kind of helps you out a little bit. And now I want to ask, we're just going to start off. What is a crab, right? What is a crab? And they broke down what a crab is. So what does a crab mean to you? Or do you think they're just talking about like the crustacean or like, the animal or what? Because they have a meaning for crab when they say crab. So anybody know?
The bottom feeder.
Okay, right? Okay, yes. Along that lines, anybody else?
Crabs are definitely bottom feeders. I agree with Daryl.
Yes, you're right. No, you are right. You are right, definitely. And I'll tell you, they call crabs like I hate to say
Fighters.
like minority people, like people who are downtrodden, and I'm not saying that's all minorities, but they kind of linked minorities or insignificant people or people of a lesser status, I would say. And that could be any race class. It can, but they usually talk about marginalized people, which is insignificant or minorities. Now let me ask you, that's the correlation between crab and human beings, that is. So why would they use the words crab in the barrel? So we know it means marginalized people. Why would they say crab in the barrel?
Because they don't want us to get out.
Okay.
Okay, see, I have a question for you now, host. What do you mean by minorities?
Well, they usually mean like less, like how can I say it? Like lesser people, like, because they could be anyways. They could be Caucasian, they could be Asian, they could be African American, but it's like the lower class of people. Because like they usually say, and when I break it down more, I guess you'll understand what I mean. I'm gonna break it down for you. But it's usually the lesser of the culture, the lesser of the class.
Like
I get you there, but
Yeah.
I get you there, but certain people disclaim lower class people as minorities. But what is your real minority? Minority could mean certain races, certain
Yes,
everything. So what do you actually mean by that? Minorities could be a Caucasian person, an African American
yes,
person, an Asian person.
yes.
Everybody has a lower class within their race.
Yes, and that's what I mean. You're definitely right. It's the lesser of the people, the people on the bottom, technically. Because when you're in a barrel, where are you and where are you trying to get to?
Okay, but
You're on the
whatever race you're
bottom.
in,
Trying to get to the top.
there's no bottom. You're just
I
not
think
at that
it's
level
a
yet.
bottom. Y'all don't think
There's
it's a bottom in every race?
I
Yeah,
don't think I don't think there's a bottom of every race. I
yeah.
think there's some
Lower
people.
class white people, which they call trailer trash, or
Right.
like rednecks. You
Yes.
have the lower class Italians, you know,
Yes.
which they have the saying for them. I can't think of it right now, which they call them. They have the lower class to pretty much every race, and
Every race.
they all
Okay, but this is this. Why do you disclose them as lower class? Everybody is the same. Everybody is
Social
equal.
status.
Some people are just more fortunate than others at that moment.
Right.
Somebody lower class can become more famous or more popular, more wealthy than that lower class person.
then their class changes. Your
Yes.
class can always change. You can always upgrade. You can always downgrade.
Agree.
You can be rich today.
Yes.
Next week, be broke.
And broke. Right.
You go
Yes.
from a higher status to a lower status. That's just life.
Yes.
That's
Because
definitely
even
right.
middle class, if you even are middle class, they still put you as bottom because it's not the top. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still like there is no middle to certain people or people with money. So, so we just breaking it down, but I like this dialogue here because it helps me out. Because why do you think they would use crab in the barrel to describe the meaning that I gave you of the syndrome? And I helped you out a little bit. I said, what one is top and the other is bottom.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, but the crabs in the barrel is pretty much stating the crabs can't get out the barrel.
Now,
Right.
why can't the crab get out the barrel?
Because they don't have the ability to climb out the barrel.
Right.
If they teamed up and came together, they could find a way to get each other out. But
exactly. And that's what I'm trying to get to.
And
Now,
I agree with that.
right.
I agree with that because even if you go to the supermarket right now and you go get some crabs, they're in a barrel.
And
am I right or wrong?
To get out, and they are pulling.
You have to pick them out of there
to get out. So y'all are doing great. Now that's what I wanted to ask: do crabs really pull each other down when they're in the barrels?
No.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Some of them
because yes, they do. Because
yes,
if you go to the supermarket,
wave each other.
Right, exactly.
They too pick each. They do bring each other down because, like we said, if you go to the supermarket right now, you pick a crab out of a barrel. You're not just picking up one. You're going to pick up multiple because one is hanging on to the next person, pulling them down. That's weight on that crab that you're pulling out that barrel.
Now that's the thing. Now they break this down, right? So, and you guys are all right. They said that if they left each other alone, if the crabs left each other alone and let their fellow crab climb, they easily be able to get out the bucket. But instead, what they do is a crab will try to climb out of the bucket, while other crabs will pull him down, so they won't let him get out of the bucket. Now, in turn, when you are a crab and someone is pulling you down, you're going down with them. So you're making sure that they don't get anywhere, but in the end, you don't get anywhere.
See, I don't
to make sure that this person doesn't get to where they need to get. You get what I'm saying? Whereas if you do it together, you all can get to that level together. So that's what they kind of broke this down, and I was reading it. So they said it doesn't matter how hard any of them work. If they don't work together, they're never gonna make it out. So
I don't believe that. I don't believe that because you can work alone and make it out.
You think so?
Of course, 100%.
Okay, I can see that.
And it goes back to what Darryl said. It's crabs in the bucket, and the ability to climb out is if you're willing to climb out that barrel. but you're always gonna have someone pulling you back.
Pulling you back.
You just
Yep.
have to break free of that person holding you back and
There you
pull
go.
out that barrel.
Agreed.
So are we saying that we don't need anyone? Like you don't ever need anyone to make it to the top. You can do it all by
You
yourself.
don't need nobody.
There's
You can
nobody
make it
on
to
the
the.
road
You
to
can
your
make it.
success.
You can make it to the top. As I said, I watch a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of these YouTubers started on the bottom. I watch a YouTuber right now that went broke, completely broke. He went homeless. Stayed with his dad. 5 years later, he's a millionaire.
And he
Now,
stayed with his
You-
dad, so he needed somebody though, right?
somebody along the line.
So you think he did it alone?
He
Or-
did it. He did it alone. And I'm telling you, he did it alone because I watch him. I've heard his stories. You don't need no one to boost your success or to
Can I
make
ask
your
you-
success.
Can I ask you
Yeah.
a question? They
What's
made
going
it
on?
up, right? Did they
Yep.
even bother to look and help any of the other crabs that was in there?
Good question.
Okay, now with the person on YouTube, no. But like you said, are they looking out for you? It's basically what you said. No. No one's going to look out for you. You can only look out for yourself.
For you, but to help you get out of the barrel. At the end of the day, look at all the greats that's out there, whether they're comedians,
Right.
actors, athletes, whoever.
Jay-Z.
They
Right.
got the barrel, but they help their others.
Right.
Not everybody. You help some of the others get out.
And that's why I said.
Yeah.
Right.
Say something?
Mm-hmm.
You can help. You can try and help people, but it's all up to that individual to help themselves.
Right. I agree. I agree with that.
I can't pull a crab out that doesn't want to be helped.
So let me ask you something. All right. So I see you gave me both sides, and that's for this for everybody. I see you gave me both sides of the spectrum, right? So let me ask you, with everything that everyone said, what are like some of the solutions? Because technically, are people really supposed to just make it by themselves? Like, or are we supposed to unify?
No.
Like, is unity the answer to the crab in the barrel mentality? Or is it just like the opposite? Like, or is it, something that should never be placed in it? Should we work with each other?
Yeah.
Or should we just try to do it on our own?
Put on earth
Me
to help
personally.
each other.
Go
Help
ahead,
each
T.
other, right? Okay.
Go ahead, T.
No, go ahead. That's all I had to say.
Okay, see, I feel like you can help each other because, like, I've played 2K. As you guys know, I'm a game streamer.
Mhm.
I play with a lot of people. Now, you have some people that won't help nobody, but you have some people that will help somebody.
Right.
And it's the same way with the music industry. It's the same way with friendship. It's the same way with a lot of stuff.
Yes.
You have to make sure the person around you isn't fake, their love isn't real, their loyalty to you isn't fake. The loyalty have to be there for you to connect.
Let me ask you something. Is there a class that or a culture of people, a specific how can I say group of people that we can look at today or even back in history that could help us get out of the crab in the barrel mentality to show us what unity is? Do we have any examples?
Hell no.
on this earth
No.
today?
No.
You don't have any examples?
No. Nope.
Unfortunately, she is.
But you got to think about it. You're thinking small. Think bigger. When you,
No, I am thinking bigger.
I'm sorry.
Greatest people ever in history.
Right.
That
Oh,
have
well, yeah. If you follow your history, yeah. Of course, you got people that can help you out that barrel.
Well,
You just have to watch them and go after what they went after.
Who would be those race of people?
her question is, it's not a personal question. It's about different races ever. And there are a lot of them. People, races. For one, the KKK, no offense. They get the regardless.
Right.
They have their own handshake, their own hand signals. that let each other know this is what I am, understand it, respect it. And they will understand and respect it.
See, I get what you're saying, but minorities can never do that because we can't get along. And it don't depend on the race what I'm talking about. We just can't get along. No matter if you're white,
Why?
Caucasian, African American, Asian, Hispanic, no matter what, they just don't get along. They're always bumping heads.
Why is that? Why can't they get along?
I'm still trying to figure out why we can't get along to this day.
It wasn't always like this.
No.
It wasn't. But some people feel like they're better than others. And that's why we would never move forward with what we're talking about right now, because certain people feel like they're better than others. When people start feeling that they're not better than others and everybody feel like they're equal, we'll be better.
That'll never happen in any race.
It won't. It would never. It would.
You can tell a white person that's a CEO or VP of a company on top than the person that works in the mailroom. Always going to be that gap.
Okay, so why you can't be that CEO though?
You can, but you can't get there on your own.
Right.
Why can't you?
You can't get there on your own.
You can't get to the top by yourself. It's just
created for yourself. If you're working for somebody or underneath somebody, there's no way you can do it by yourself.
Right. I get what you're saying. Right. You can't.
Which is the other crab that got out, that's looking to reach back in and help somebody out.
That's willing to put their claw back in and pull up.
Yes.
Excuse me. Right. Definitely. So let me ask you, because you did bring up something that I didn't even, I wasn't going to bring up. But is it just one class of people that just can't get along like that, or is there other classes of people?
No. There's other classes that's out there that can't get along with each other. It's not just minorities. It's everyone.
Oh, okay.
Not as many.
It might not be as many as minorities, but everyone goes through this problem.
Okay. And what were the groups? I wanted to know, like, the specific groups that we could look at, and what can we look at them for, like, to learn how to be better, how to be a better class of people, or is there specific types of groups of other?
I feel so.
Races that we can look at, and
I feel so.
What are they? Give me a couple of them.
Okay, Hispanic.
And why do you feel that way?
Hispanics is one.
Hispanics? Okay, why you say Hispanics?
I say Hispanics because look at their countries. Their countries is going under right now.
But that's being generalized. You can't just say Hispanics because you have Ecuadorians who are Hispanic. You have Colombians.
I'm talking about every race. Every race is the same, bro. Every Hispanic race is the same.
No, it's not.
It is. It is. You might not think it's the same, but it's the same.
Different than Puerto Ricans, different than Ecuadorians, different than Argentinians.
It may be a different language. It may be a different type of tone of talk, but it's not different. Every race is the same. Every race have the same problems that as African Americans have going on, bro.
Same problems, yes. Problems was the main word, not the same.
The same problems. But just like Destinee said, what can we look at and explain why we feel this certain way? Hispanics, number one, because what do? They come to America, they work. You could pay a Hispanic person $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 right now, and to pay them for a job, and they will go do it for you. You cannot go to an African American and tell them that you paying them $5 for this job that you giving them. They will do it for you. They're going to charge you at least $100 for that job that a different race will charge you $10 for, bro. And you not telling me I'm lying with that.
Well, it's not really Hispanic. It's Mexicans, isn't it? Like, isn't it Mexicans that do that?
No. See, this is another problem.
I don't think they do that. I'm just saying.
This is another problem. This is another problem when it comes to minorities. We generalize. No, hold on, Daryl. Hold on, Daryl. This is another problem when it comes to African Americans or different races in general. We generalize.
We have to with that because not
You
all,
don't.
Carlos
You don't.
that
You
live next
don't.
door is not working for $5.
Carlos might not be Mexican either, though.
Pedro, that's living down the block with his 80 cousins and you know what I'm saying, and 100 kids, and he may work for $5 because you know somebody that he
Okay.
Difference.
I got you, host. But listen to this. Listen to this. Why? Listen to this question. Now I want y'all to answer this, even though it don't got nothing to do with what's going on with this show tonight. Why are we generalizing Hispanic people?
We have, you know why we generalize?
You can see. No, hold on, though. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, though. Let me finish.
You paused, that means we thought you finished.
Why are we generalizing them? Because you will call somebody Mexican, they're not even fucking Mexican. They can be Mexican, they can be Cuban, they can be Puerto Rican, they can be Dominican, they can be Salvadorian, they can be Honduran, they can be Brazilian. Why are we generalizing them?
But the ones that are picked in the houses are not Puerto Rican or I mean, let's be honest. The ones in my Home Depot are Puerto Ricans.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, you don't. You don't. But you're generalizing.
Because I have like quite a lot of
majority
that I'm around.
Let me tell you something.
My job and stuff, and they're not doing it. Like
let me tell you something. Majority of people you see standing at Home Depot, they're not Mexican. They're not Puerto Rican. They're not Dominican. They're not. Majority of them are Salvadorian, Honduran.
They're a different mix of.
It's a different mix. It's a different mix. You might have different mixes in there, but majority of them are Salvadorian. Majority of them are Honduran, coming over here to look at different lives. That goes back to what you said and why are we looking at them like that? Because they hustle for what they have or for what they want. They hustle.
Why do you feel that we don't hustle? Like
we do. We do. And we do. And another thing, another race I was going to say to your question was Chinese people.
Look, Asians and
look at Asians. There's a Chinese store in every single corner you go to, no matter wherever you at. Why is it that
something? So it seems like we're talking about every race, but like African American. What other races are we not talking about?
We're talking about every race right now. No, it's not racist, bro. It's just really talking and getting out there what people feel and why we generalizing people. They shouldn't be generalized.
Not racist. Races. RACES.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different races.
Right. And they all have their flaws. They all have their flaws. But because I wanted to ask you about that, and I guess because we're all African American in this room, you know, we're kind of, you know, I just wanted to ask about that because when the pandemic was going on, you know, I used to hear a lot that if certain minority groups would just put their money together and support Black business and buy Black, you know, that we would do a lot better and it would stop some of like this stuff that we're talking about now.
Okay, so we going there. We going there. We going there for real.
I'll tell you why. Because
let me tell you why.
The Black dollar is very strong. I'm talking about the dollar, the Black dollar. What about the Black dollar?
It don't exist anymore.
It don't exist no more because okay. I feel that it doesn't exist anymore.
It's not strong.
It's not strong as it should be.
But it's strong. It's strong.
Okay, and this came from a nursing person. And Destiny, you may know exactly who I'm talking about. I'll tell you a little bit later who I'm exactly talking about.
Okay.
The Black dollar isn't strong anymore at all. Just like you and Daryl said it. It's not.
It is.
You want to know why?
It's very strong.
It is. It is. It is. And I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. and this is not to even get Destinee banned or anything, because what I'm about to say might, get to that.
I don't want to be banned. Save it.
But no. But I'm going to go there right now because I spoke to someone because everybody feels like a different race has more power than us, when we're the real ones that has the real power in our country and any other country in this world. We have the most power. We don't use it. We don't use it to the best of our ability.
Why not? Now, why not? Because I'm going somewhere with this. Why don't we?
Because we can't stick together. Number one.
Exactly. Now,
we can't stick together.
We pulling each other down. Nobody can get ahead of the other one. And that's why I was asking you about unity. Do we think that unity, if we come together, if we do like other races do, and pool our money together and buy real estate and you get what I'm saying? And you don't think we would be better? And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a perfect example.
I'll give you a perfect example too.
All right, I'm a new business owner, right? And I've been doing business for a long time. This shirt that I'm wearing right here, you know what I'm saying?
It's your business.
You know how many people haven't got the shirt and be around me all the time, come to all my events, and can't even spend however much it costs to support me?
You have fake people around you.
You want me to give you extra hours on, whatever events I'm having. You want me to go out of my way when you have an issue. You want to, I got to hear about your problems. This is stuff I'll be looking at. I may not say anything, but do you understand that, you know what I'm saying? If we can't support each other, why don't we buy black?
That's what you just said. Is fake people.
We also have to keep in mind there's other ways to support.
What you just said, and look.
Come on now.
And look, and it's true. Y'all have fake people.
As a business owner, like I've realized there's other ways to support than monetary ways. I mean, if you're reposting something I post on my page, that's considered support to me. If you're telling, a friend, someone that that likes candles, that's support to me.
Yes,
so it's deeper than just coming to shop with me. You don't always have to spend money to support. There's other ways.
Oh, now they about to bring the business.
I'll be honest, you might have to spend money with me. I'm just gonna be honest.
I mean, everyone's not gonna spend money. You can't get in your feelings when they are.
Now y'all about to really bring the business on out of me.
Because check this out. Wait. Me and T is different, but we're both black business owners. And check this out. She's bought my stuff and I bought her stuff. You know
I'm a black business owner. I'm a black business owner also.
But we respect each other. You know what I'm saying? We respect each other. We just have different ways of going. We still support. You know what I'm saying? We still supported each other. Yeah,
I'm a black business owner too.
I wanted to return the favor. You get what I'm saying? If she need me to buy a candle tomorrow, I will go ahead and buy another 4 candles. If I need her to buy a shirt, she gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? Because we respect each other and we respect each other's business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Why can't other people do that? Why is it that, you know what I'm saying? What is that about? That's what I want to know. Like,
I'm explaining it. You have fake ass people around you. You may have some select few around you that really support your business, but you have those snakes around you that's trying to take your idea, take what you're doing, take everything around you and build their own shit. Build their own empire. That's where it comes into with the fake ass people around you.
You just proved her own point. You literally just proved her own point. There's fake people out there that want to bring you down. Back to the crab in the barrel. You have
back to the
barrel that want to bring you down.
You do.
You proved her point.
You do. And she has a good, correct point about it.
Oh yeah, it's a great.
There's nothing about it. So they're waiting for us to fail. We have to make sure everything around us is correct before we actually go into it and do what we got to do.
And let me ask you, should we do like the other communities and build our own community, pull our own? Like, you think would that help us? What like we're talking about now?
When it comes to minorities, no. It won't help us.
Why
because
not?
You have to bring outside races into your business to make your business boom.
No, you
Because
don't.
this,
No, you don't.
No,
you don't,
No,
you don't,
you
you
don't.
don't, you don't, you don't, you don't. But in today's society, you do.
No, you
No,
don't.
No, you don't.
No, you
Hey,
don't.
You do.
we are the majority. We are the majority.
We
Yes.
are.
It's us.
You are. Music up.
I can help T sell candles. I can help Destiny do
You
her.
can.
I can
You
help
can. And I'm not. That's not what
Daryl
I'm getting
do
at.
what does. That's all about bringing each other up as a black community.
Nay, we're
Yeah.
not talking. We're not just talking about a community. We're talking about everyone. I tell.
No, no,
You
I.
just asked about a
Wait, I'm
community.
gonna tell you why we're not. We're not because you got to think about it. Do you see Jews and Asians bringing other communities in?
No.
I'm just gonna be real because I'm the
No.
host. Do you see
No.
them bringing us in?
No. No.
Do they use us for anything?
No.
Yeah, they do.
And they are the minority.
Yeah,
They use us.
to clean up.
There you go.
They
use-
take our money. But
Uh-huh.
they don't, that's how they use us.
Money real quick.
But they don't need us for anything other than taking our money. And guess what? We give it to them. We
Right.
give a lot of it to them.
Right.
Yep.
But we can't do that. We can't help each other. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this show right here was really to just enlighten. Hopefully somebody that watches this.
Hold on, Des. Can I finish what I was going to say though?
I mean, I'm the host, but go ahead. You can say it. Go ahead. 'Cause I was in the middle of a statement. But go ahead. It's all right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
I apologize. No, but what I was gonna actually say is like, even when I talk to some artists, right? I tell them like, you can go independent as an artist. You could make it big. You could become a millionaire for being an independent artist. But at one time of your life, especially being a minority, you're gonna have to sign to a label to get your music completely to where you want it at. And that's a complete and proven fact. Look how many artists you got out there right now that's been independent artists that signed a deal after they were independent for a certain amount of years. Look at it.
Okay, but doesn't that prove that you're gonna need somebody sooner or later?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna need somebody.
Okay, all right. So
They found a crab that got its way out.
In a barrel, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
Brought all the crabs out with them.
yeah. And what's wrong with helping each other? What's wrong with
Nothing.
saying, hey, I'm doing something, come do it with me? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
The only
Isn't that
problem I
helping
see,
your brother or your sister?
the only problem I see wrong with it is you can try and help someone, but if someone doesn't want help, you can't help them no longer.
Exactly.
Right?
You
Definitely.
can't. You
But let me ask you, regardless of that, is it our duty, our obligation as a community to help each other out?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. I fight y'all on that. All right.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with what you're saying.
We all
Okay. So why are we not doing that?
Because we can't. We're fighting each other.
I'm gonna help you. That's how it's supposed to go.
Right.
But we can't do that, Daryl.
That's
Why can't we do that?
People who coach Pee Wee sports, football, basketball, baseball, tennis, they give their time. They're not getting paid to do that. They give
At
it
all.
to the youth.
Right.
Exactly.
That's support. That's definitely support. And that's like what T was talking about. That's definitely support. Yeah.
Because it's free. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart because you
Right.
want to see somebody else excel. Who didn't? Because I coached Pee Wee football for 6 years and didn't receive a dime. Yes.
Right.
But a
Right.
lot of people have that crab in a barrel mentality. Going back to what she's saying, once they get out, they don't realize that there's still people
That they need to look back in that barrel and pull out help.
that
Yes. Why don't people help? Like what is that? Where do you think that comes from? Where we don't help each
a
other?
lot of it. A lot.
Okay. I got an answer for that.
Hold on, Pat. Let me let Renee talk.
No doubt. Go ahead.
A lot of it comes from when especially with family members. Family members don't want to help when they want somebody else in the family to exceed on their own. So that's just with family. With other people, like outside of family, they try and help, and that person, the way I look at it, that person has to want to be helped in order to succeed in what I'm trying to give them. But as far as family, a lot of family members will not help because they want that person to progress on their own.
Okay, Auntie, but what about some of your best friends that claim they're your best friend? That you claim that they're
Oh,
your best friends.
best friend.
Do
My
they
best
have an obligation to help you,
I
friends?
think a lot of people don't help because,
You don't.
especially with my generation, they don't realize like it's enough room for everybody.
right.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's enough room for everybody.
There's a
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna be the
hatred.
only candle business.
Mhm.
It's okay for me
Right.
to help another candle business grow. It's enough for
Yes.
everybody. It's enough money out there. It's enough opportunities for everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
I think my generation don't realize that. Like,
You know
Agree.
what
I can't help her.
you know what I feel it is? Certain people have the same ideas. Even though they might not be connected, family, friends, they all have the same ideas. And when you come up with the same idea as somebody else, they hate on you.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you guys may have the same idea, and you're doing better than that other person, they
Nay,
don't.
this is a proven fact. You cannot have the same business as somebody else and that person on that
That's
other
not
side not hate on you.
okay. That's not what I'm saying. You didn't listen. You didn't finish listening.
Go ahead.
Said both of you can have the same idea, and one of you start progressing, the other one is definitely gonna hate because they're not trying to get to where you are. They just want to sit down and be
Oh,
relaxed.
oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
I
whoa,
got something
whoa.
to say about that one too.
With that, let me ask you a question, eh? You just said when you have the same type of business as somebody else, they're not going to hate on you because they're trying to reach. They're going to hate on you because you're trying to reach where they are trying to reach. What do you mean by that? Because you have people out there. I could have a candle business right now. Tiana has a candle business. I can have a podcast right now. Destinee has a candle business. They're both my homegirls. Now, I start a podcast business. Destiny might help me boost my pod. Hold on. Let me talk. Destiny might help me boost my podcast off the floor. Tiana might help me since she's in that business boost my candle company off that floor.
So that
Why? Why? But then you have you and Daryl.
hold on.
No, Nay, hold on. Let me finish. You might have a candle company. You might not want to help me off that floor. Daryl might have a podcast. Daryl might not want to help me off that floor. Why don't you and Daryl want to help me off that floor? Come out of that barrel to get on that floor.
I can answer that one.
Hold on.
Hey, Renee, I'm gonna let you go.
What happens is you have a lot of fake people and you have a lot of real people, and it's your personal interest to decide on who's fake and who's real.
Okay, but Nay, that's not what you just, Auntie. That's not what you
Can I
just
say
said.
something?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's say, like you saying, let's say T has a candle business and I start a candle business. Let's say I have a podcast and you start a podcast. Do you understand that I will help you with your podcast? I'll help you start it.
To a certain
And then I
extent.
will ghost you all the way around. I
Yeah.
will block you from every account.
Yeah.
You can't call me. And it's wrong. But I don't do competition. I just
And this.
don't. So if
and-
we have
and-
the
and
same
listen,
business,
It's not competition. It's enough room for you to have a
No,
podcast.
but
and
T-
them to have a podcast.
It
It's
should
a
be.
billion
And
people
But-
that have a podcast.
It
It's
goes
enough room
back.
for everybody.
It goes back. It goes back to the crab in the barrel. You leaving those crabs in there that you don't. There's certain things that you start that you want people to know about. That you will tell your
I
friends.
wouldn't look at it as competition, though. I mean,
No, but T,
podcast is so
but T,
common.
but T, there's certain stuff that you will look at it. Like think about KFC and Popeyes. They both came out with the chicken sandwich at the same time.
And there's enough room for both of them to be successful.
It is. But hey, T, I'm a chef, you a chef.
There's enough room for
I'm a chef, T's a chef. And T was the one talking right now, that's why I'm directing her. T, you're a chef, I'm a chef. I might cook a little bit better than you. You KFC, I'm Popeyes. I might make my chicken sandwich way better than you. But we're both chefs. But after a while, you might ghost me after we get off that show. Why you ghosting me when we can make moves together?
T with it. I'm not.
And that's what I would be
help
right.
you.
That's what I would be.
But Destinee, let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Do what I do.
But Destinee, let me ask you a question.
Not competition.
It's not. There's no competition.
I'm gonna be her biggest hater.
But let me talk to our host real quick. Let me talk to our host real quick. Destinee, you started a podcast. I started a podcast. Right? We started our podcast at the same time. You're my best friend. I started a podcast. I'll become a millionaire.
After me, that's a problem. If you had it before me, then now I did the jack move. You get what I'm saying? So I would understand if you ain't want to.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying exactly, and it goes back to the crab in the barrel situation where you would think I might have had this podcast in the back of my head from when I was 2 years old, and you.
But you know why I don't believe that? Because if you had it, you would have did it before I did it. So I don't care what was
exactly, but you ain't even let me finish. You ain't even let me finish. That's what I was getting to. I was getting to that. And that's why I came at you. You're the host. Then that's why I came at you. You might have had this podcast in the back of your mind since you was 5. Even though that would never happen. But it's just a situation. It's just a situation that I'm giving you.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest.
No, but let me go to where I'm going.
When I know your first and your last name, and you start something that I did, guess what? You my competition. Either I'm gonna run over you, or I'm gonna save you and get out.
But my thing is that's. But Destinee, my thing is. Why would you be mad at that?
That's why it's a disconnect with us now.
No.
Think like that.
Yeah, exactly.
She copied me like
and Destinee, this is why I'm coming at you, Destinee, because I know how you are. We had plenty of talks about certain businesses, and I done said it to you, and you looking at me like, yo, Pat, what?
Pat, T trying to talk. Let her talk.
We got the same business idea.
No, we don't. That's the thing.
Not the whole thing.
The idea first. Guess what? You got my business idea.
Not the whole thing. I'm talking about
way of thinking. You didn't create the podcast. You're not the first on the planet to do it. If Renee wakes up and wants to do candles,
that's what I'm saying.
Tomorrow, I'm not gonna think Renee got that.
T, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Renee thought about Tiana and let me copy Tiana.
That's what I'm saying.
So you making money and now she want to do it. That's what that is.
Maybe she likes like that.
But that's why that's
ridiculous.
But that's why I came at you like that. Like I come up with a podcast. You come up with
like she created the word podcast.
I come up with, but they're not hating on each other. I start a podcast right now. Why can't you help me?
Why is it hate? See? Why is it hate?
I feel like
I wanted to associate myself with you because you're doing something that I'm doing.
I feel like it's hate.
How I am, because I tell people how I am. So why is it hate? Then now you're doing something I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't want to be your friend.
Okay. So scratch podcast, all that. We content creators now. I started YouTube. You started YouTube.
Let me explain what she's talking about. Because obviously you're not really understanding what she means. Now she's saying if somebody's doing something that she's doing, she said she will help them get to where they at. But after that point, she just won't deal with them no more.
But why?
Because she wants you to go for it.
I'm not safe with you.
Okay,
and you agree with that, Daryl?
Hold on. It's almost like being a family member that wants
you have original ideas.
that wants you to grow on your own. She helps you get to
No,
that.
I understand what I understand what y'all saying. No, I understand exactly what she's saying, but I'm asking y'all, what's the reason behind it? What's the
Because
reason
I feel like
behind it?
my ideas are not safe with you. You are a copycat. It's
Because
not gonna work.
Daryl, just like you
Oh,
just like you said,
But nobody's gonna
You're
carry
not
you.
the first one.
Right,
And
nobody's
you
gonna
won't be the
carry you.
last.
Nobody's
When I
gonna
That
started
doesn't
carry
my
mean
you.
people.
podcast,
I'm gonna put it in terms that I will make it better. I play basketball. I'm not gonna go out there and teach somebody else my signature moves. I will teach them how to do certain things.
no.
I'm going on the same path. Let me finish.
Go
The
ahead.
same way she said she will help somebody else get to that point. But once they get to that point, she's no longer fucking with them. They're on their own.
yeah.
She helped them
But
out.
why? That's
Because
like us both. That's like us being both YouTubers, bro.
Because she's not paying you.
check this out.
Says,
Let me explain it in my terminology, and you'll understand it because you're a guy. We playing basketball, me against you.
Yeah.
We work out in the gym together, but we also work out on our own. You think I'm gonna show you my signature moves on the basketball court when we work out together than what I do when I work out by myself? Hell no.
But bro,
And that's
okay,
understandable. I mean, no one's
okay,
giving away their
okay.
secret recipe, but to just cut the person off and be like, "You're my competition. I don't know you anymore."
certain secret
I
recipes.
mean, of course, no one's giving away the secret sauce, the secret recipe, but to be
Not
like,
the
"I don't
signature
know you no
signature.
more because you created a candle business.
But bro,
like, I'm the one that created the word
Hold on, Pat.
candle."
I get it,
Hey,
but
Jess.
that's like you're not gonna tell her your secrets to how you do things and what you do. You're gonna let her know, okay, this is what you can do. This is what you're gonna give her enough information, but you're not gonna give her all the information.
Right.
Once they get there, okay,
no.
oh, I gave you the information you need.
Right.
I
And I
agree
didn't
with
have to
that,
do
but
that.
Destinee
Right.
was like, she's gonna stop.
But
fucking
bro,
with the
that
person.
is
Like,
fake
bye, you're
as hell,
competition
bro.
now. I'm not gonna
It's
talk
not
to you
fake
again.
because they help.
It is because you
They
got
have
people.
to help.
You got people right. All right. For instance,
No, it's
Joe. It is. For instance.
Hold on. I want to agree with Pat on that because just to release somebody and stop
It's
talking,
not.
it's not right.
It's not.
That's the only
It's
point I'm
not.
making. Right.
It's
It's
not.
enough room for
It's not.
everybody.
It's
Okay.
not. No,
Wait,
it's not. It's
Let me
not.
tell you why. Let me tell you why. I would rather release you. Because if I don't release you, I'm going to end up hurting you. So I release you so you can stay safe. Because we cannot do the same thing. And I'm not taking no losses.
So if
It's
he,
enough room for
But how?
everybody. What
No,
are you
no.
talking about?
All right. Hold on. How are you taking the loss?
It's enough room for everybody.
I might be a basketball.
I mean,
All right.
it's not even that deep.
For
Like, we
instance,
deep if I make a
if
podcast
If you the crab
tomorrow.
under me, you know what I'm saying? And you need me to get up on top of my back and you get to the top, I'm not falling back down.
But Destinee, that sounds crazy.
I'm taking you
That
out.
sounds crazy.
does.
You know how
it's
crazy
not
that
happening.
sounds? You know how crazy that
It
sounds?
does.
Like, no, we're not doing that.
That sounds crazy. That sounds
I'll
crazy.
help you, and now
Because
you're on your own.
right now,
You don't have to be
maybe
friends forever.
okay, just like Daryl said, I don't have to teach you my special technique. I might teach you one of my special moves so that way you can progress.
He
And
don't
now
have
you
to
got to
do
do your
that,
own thing
though.
after that.
He don't
He
have to do that,
doesn't.
though.
He doesn't, but you have people out there that do that.
So technically, he helping a crab. He helping a crab. You
He's
understand?
not.
He
He's
helping a
not.
fellow.
He's
He
not.
have to stay with them.
That's not
and
called a
hands feed
crab.
him. You ain't
No.
always got to be on my back.
No, that's not a crab. That's not a
I
crab.
got you under barrel.
That's not a
and
crab.
I put you on the ground. Now I'm on my way.
Oh, okay, that's like saying LeBron and Kobe is a crab for going back and teaching people their special moves.
That's on them. I'm telling you how I am. I don't. It's nowhere in the world we could do the same thing, especially if I started. No, we're not doing it.
But Daryl, just like you just
You did not
that is
create the word
crazy.
podcast, Destinee. That's insane.
You know
That's
how many
a horrible
people
way
done
of
told
thinking
me,
as
yeah,
this
I'm
day
thinking
and
about
age.
starting a podcast after being on mine for 10 million years. No, we're not doing that. No, like.
But what if I get off the ground
That's what
before
you
you?
Everybody.
That's what you want to do?
What if I get off the ground before you? Yo, Destinee, I can start a podcast right now, right? All right, Destinee, you have your podcast.
Of course.
All
Of
right,
course, we
no,
will
no,
start
no,
podcasting
no,
now.
no, and I'm
Of
not
course.
doing. I'm not. This is just an incident. This is just a situation. I'm not doing it because why? I'm not a fake ass person. I would never start something that my friend started or somebody I know started. Number one, that's just
That's
crazy.
not being fake. You
It
can't
is.
join this podcast today, sleep on it tonight,
No,
and
but
wake up
T,
and be
but
like,
T, but
dang, I
T,
kind of want to create a
Well,
podcast
that's
with
what
somebody.
I'm
But
inviting
T,
you
That's
on
not
my
but
podcast
T,
copying.
for.
no,
There's a
but
billion
T,
podcast
but
people in the
T,
world,
but T, Destiny has a
and they're
point.
not copying you.
Nah, but Destiny has a point to a certain extent. And let me tell you what Destiny has a point to a certain extent at. Okay, I knew you for years. You're my high school best friend, T. You're my best friend from kindergarten to now. And I started a podcast, right? And I'm booming right now with my podcast. I got people on my podcast. Now you come out the blue and you come to me, hey best friend, hey twin,
They're not your
I'm
best
about
friend.
to I'm about to start a podcast.
Simple. They're not your best friend.
I might
Simple.
help you to get off the floor, but after that, nah, it's fuck you now because now you trying to copy my shit.
We were
That's
just
exactly
BFFs.
what
I
she
can't be
said.
Okay,
inspired.
now that's exactly what
No,
I said.
Like,
So
no,
what was the problem?
no, no,
I would
Hey,
agree
no,
they
with
threw me
you
no.
first
except
it
for
anonymous.
starts
one
with
point.
you.
What
Once you
happened?
have a podcast, no
All right,
more. You never can create it. Like,
all right. So T, let me give you a better idea. Let me give you a better idea with this.
I
From what
don't
I
like
said,
followers.
we're best
if
friends
you
since
confident in
kindergarten.
what you got going on, everyone around you
But
can make a
T, but
podcast.
T, but
Who
T,
cares?
how you
And
have a candle company,
I'm
and now
proud of
I come to you and I tell you I have a candle company. How would you feel?
I inspired you, so that's great, and good luck with everything. I mean, I'm
and
not gonna be
No,
like, oh, we're not
your
friends. You're
best friend.
copying me.
So you
It's
gonna
Your
a
teach
best
them
billion
friend.
everything
candle
how to do the
companies in the
candles?
world. I did
Your
not
best
create the
friend.
word candle.
So
I
you
was
gonna
But
like,
teach
I
them
T,
how to do the
inspired
candles?
this,
T,
and
but
that's great.
T,
oh wow.
that best friend's been at your house watching you make them candles.
Oh my
Why
Have
the
you
hell are
ever
you
seen
showing
that?
them?
I will
I
burn
just
you
Yeah.
with
can't
a
imagine
candle.
myself
Don't
being
make a
like
candle if
mad.
you in my house and watching me make the candles. I will burn you with a candle. Like, don't do it. I'm gonna
That
throw
is
the candle in
crazy.
your face.
Renee, what?
Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
just couldn't
You
imagine
want to get
like
hurt.
being
Don't do
upset
it.
or feel like she's
Don't do it.
copying me. If anything, I inspired her, and
T,
kudos
your
to you.
best friend though, somebody you know.
It don't matter. That ain't her blood. She
Since
don't have no
pre-K,
obligations to be a
I
best friend
mean, I'm
forever.
not the first candle
Best
company.
friends die
I
every
mean,
day, B.
Renee,
Yo,
what
Just
is
D,
up
what's
with
going on,
you?
brother man? What you got to say?
Renee is
Can y'all hear me?
crazy.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
God.
Renee is high.
I understand.
Don't smoke. I do not smoke.
I understand on certain extents.
Oh my God.
I see it from two different ways also. So, like, I could say back in the day when I was doing illegal pharmaceuticals, I never taught my runners how to cook up because I ain't need no competition.
Thank you.
But
But yo, Just D.
when I did start my business, and my little cousin wanted to do the same thing, I showed him how to do it, and then I let him go ahead. I showed him where to go to start up, and then I let him go ahead. Now, me being the business mind I am, I did put 10% in that bitch. I'm getting 10% out of it.
Okay,
But Just D. All right, but Just D, let me ask you
I
this.
said though.
Now hold on, Pat. Before you say that, this reminds me of a quote.
Mhm.
I would rather somebody teach me how to fish than to consistently buy me fish.
Exactly.
But hey, but do y'all realize? But listen.
That's exactly what both of them are saying. I'll teach you how to fish, but once I teach you, I'm not gonna keep buying you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Period.
But like I said, but my thing is, like I see where she's coming from, but I also see it from another angle too. Once I teach you how to do it, all right, cool. If I see what I'm teaching you,
But Just D, would you cut that person off? Did you cut your cousin off though?
No, I got 10% in
This
the
is
business.
cousin.
Destiny said she cut him off.
I ain't
She will
getting
cut
no
you
money.
off.
Of course I'm gonna cut you off.
How you know you're not getting no money? You might cut me off. I might come to you like, yo, Destiny, you might cut me off for 5 years. I might come at you 5 years later like, yo, Destiny, I got a meal rate for you right now. Here, thank you for helping me.
Exactly.
And slide on you.
Because I helped you. You should.
But no,
I helped you get there.
But you cut me off. Why should I come back to you after you cut me off for that?
But if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have started.
But either which way.
But why should I come back to you?
Ain't no contract that said I gotta be your friend a million years after I teach you how to do the business.
It doesn't. But
hold on. You don't cut your nose off. When she's saying cutting people off, you don't cut your nose off to slice your face.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. Thank you.
You are my nose.
Wait. No, listen. It'd be the same person that you cut off will be the same person that might come back.
That'd be a millionaire for the same shit you do.
See, that's the problem.
Am I supposed to hold my breath on that? I don't understand. Like that makes no sense.
No, that's real shit. I can start. Destiny, you
wait on that. I wouldn't wait on that.
Hold on, that's where it comes in with the.
Hold on, not to cut you off. It's not about waiting. It's about not cutting people off that you have helped, so that when they come back to you, you're available.
Exactly, and that's why I asked you what I just asked you.
No,
now you cut me
I
off.
don't think it's a need to feel away and cut them.
Destiny, why? Why? But why?
God, that's it.
But why? So you leaving that crap in that barrel?
Jesus gonna help you from then on. I don't have it in me.
Hold on,
but Destiny.
Hold on, I can say that right here. As black people, we don't.
This shit sound crazy.
We don't make it. Because it's always that one motherfucker that's gonna be like, nah, this one can't get above me, or if I need to get above him.
That's exactly why, right?
This is what I was just about to ask Destiny.
You're not gonna stay on my back. That's what I'm saying.
But Destiny, this is what I was just about to ask you.
Wait.
So I help a crab out the barrel, but eventually I'm gonna throw you into the pot of hot water if you keep staying next to me.
So you help somebody. But then you got there, you got them building faith, loyalty with you. You help them get up there. But then once they get up there,
y'all not listening. This is how people die. Let me say something. I'm telling you, if you get on my back, we two crabs, you get on my back, right? And I help you out the barrel. I get out the barrel. If you keep staying around me, because I had to help you out the barrel, and when I'm saying barrel, I mean we doing the same thing. Eventually, I'm gonna find a pot of boiling water to throw you into. Because I don't want you around me. So you stay around me, you gonna find death destruction. I'm dead serious. And I could be wrong, it's 2 left feet, but that's just how I am.
No.
Hold on. Let me ask you.
I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about.
That the person is fake. If they don't, like, if they helped you, do they have to always help you? I don't understand. Isn't it good that you just got the help? They supported you by helping you. Now they let you go off on your own. Why do
I feel like they should always help you.
They have to be in your life.
That's fine. That's not the issue. I think you just lost.
No. I feel like that person will always be there.
Pat, hold on.
Go ahead.
What she's saying is that do they always have to help you? No. But you can't, I'm gonna say just like this. You can't become that person that helps somebody because in the end, that faith and loyalty is with you. So my thing is, if you would ever fall, you always got your risk. That person that you help will come and be right there. But it's just like having a mentor. If I say, let me say it like this. If I was an intern with Jay-Z, and he teach me every fucking thing, and I go out and do the same thing he did and build my own blueprint and get my own thing going. And I always say, you know what? Let me give homage to where I started. You can't tell me that that person will cut me off. Because nobody, if I'm telling you like, yeah, that's my mentor. That's the person that helped me. Right. Now, that's the person that helped me. If you cut me off, after you help me get to where I'm at and can't be there when I give you your trophies or give you praises and want to look at me like I'm the bad guy because I'm giving you some competition, why would you not be happy that what you did with that person is putting you on another level to bring you up to their level?
Right.
Do they have to be happy? So we have to force people to wait until you blow up, and they have to be happy, and they have to wait until you give them their things back. That's what I'm saying to you.
No, I get where Destiny come from. I get where Destiny coming from. I get where she comes from.
Your whole focus is that way, because that's not the way. It's always another way to do something. And I've always looked at that. I can look at you. I can be a mentor every which way. Either I'm gonna stand with you, or when you get up there, you give me my shoulders, and that's it. I can walk away and be happy because I helped you get there.
And at the same time, you can always cut someone off, but don't completely cut them off. Because
Exactly.
when you completely cut them
You
off,
can cut them off and not hate on what they doing.
there you go.
Right, you just don't want to be bothered with them. That's
Very
it.
well
Like, I don't
said,
see what the
Sarah.
problem is.
Well,
But in
That's
the
how
way you cut,
she's
in
gonna
the way
hate
you
on them.
cut
She's
yourself.
gonna tell people, "Oh, don't support their business. Don't do this. Don't do that."
Yeah,
She's
you
gonna.
ain't hating.
She's
very
just
well
gonna
said.
cut them off.
You know, depending on how you do it, I may not do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's all in the frame of the mindset.
But
You
once
have
they
to
get
have.
to a certain point, they on their
Right.
own.
yeah. Why you gotta hold their hand forever? Like, no.
No, you don't. But you don't hold their hand. You just let them know, like, yeah, cool, you on your own. I'm done.
It's all in the frame.
But yo, why you cutting them off? Why you cutting them off after you put them to a certain point though?
Can I say
Why you
something?
have to be with them?
Can I
Why?
say something?
But why you cutting them off at a certain point though?
Because I didn't birth you. You're not my child.
It don't matter. Destiny, I can start a podcast right now. You got.
understand? You
you
don't
got-
have to be anybody's friend. You don't have to.
Destiny,
It's-
I got you. I got what you're saying. But you say, I start a podcast right now, right? Now you my friend. You my home.
Right.
You the homie.
I know you,
I call you my sister. You know what I mean? But yo, like you got a podcast already. I started a podcast. You helped me get my podcast off the floor. Why you cut me off when my podcast
Can I
become
say
bigger than nay, stop. My podcast become bigger than yours, and I could bring you as a personal host on my podcast.
Close your mouth for a second and let
Why would you cut me off?
You keep repeating yourself.
But I'm telling you the type of friend that I am. If I tell you beforehand and you go and do something,
But that sounds crazy.
I told you what it
No
was.
matter how
Destiny, can I say something? I'm going to ask the host if I can
that's who
speak.
that person is.
That just sounds crazy.
About 23 years.
Can I
I
speak?
don't have to worry about Daryl doing nothing that I'm doing. He supports me on everything. That's
Can I
why we're friends. You get
Can
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
something? Can I say something?
Anything he do, I'm gonna support him. I'm never gonna do the stuff that he do because
Okay.
that's his lane.
Can I say something?
We have our lanes.
Can I say something?
Sure.
All right. Let's calm it down.
Mhm.
What the issue that I'm seeing right about now, y'all are debating with each other, which makes no sense.
Crab in a barrel shit.
Hold on. It's all in the mindset of that individual.
Right. Yes.
Everyone's mindset is not the same.
Right.
So when y'all are going back and forth, one person has a different mindset, you have a different mindset, he may have a different mindset, she may. It doesn't matter. It's all in your mindset. And your mindset has to stay clear of all things in order for you to progress and give back.
Thank
It's
you,
not
Martin
about
Luther King.
anybody.
Nah.
I respect it, but
Hold on,
we
I'm
got
not
the podcast to debate, and that's what we do. we
Oh,
debate.
we debate. We having a big argument. We leaving them crabs in that barrel. You hear me?
ready to go karaoke. That's what I'm ready to do.
Wait, but you get what I'm saying? Like, they're right. You're right. There are different mindsets and everything.
You know what?
A person fake if they tell you exactly what they're gonna do. They
You know what, Destiny?
already.
There's
You
no
know what?
defense. There's no defense. There's no arguing.
It's not.
Mindset,
It's not.
That's for real.
your
All
mindset.
right.
Justine saying his mindset. He's saying her mindset, and Daryl saying his mindset.
That's the way
I get.
She's right.
Yeah. It's like her coming to your room, Destiny. Cause Destiny does karaoke. Yes, everybody. Destiny does karaoke. But anyway,
I don't do karaoke. I am karaoke, the queen. But
it's the lit crew. You know what I mean? It's the lit crew. But she does karaoke. But
that's just how.
That's the job.
If a person tells you who they are, that's it. Now,
I'm
in
all
all
right.
of this discussion that we had,
I'm not Daryl trying
if
to.
you help the crab out the barrel and you get out the barrel, you don't have any more. You don't have to have any more ties to the crab. You help them out the barrel. I could have left you in there to die. You
There
understand?
you go.
Like,
I get what
you
you're saying.
never think about that.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what
You
you're
know what I'm
saying. Nah, I get what you're saying. It goes back to your whole UXP thing, your Unique Expressions podcast thing, where it's
And we tied it in. Debating is good.
leave that crab in that barrel. Because at the end of the day, that crab might be fake to you. You can help that crab to a certain extent. But if you continue helping that crab that's in that barrel, that crab might surpass you and make a move on you and not give you nothing. See me, I'm not that
But
type
you're
of
not
crab.
worried about that. You
You
don't
help.
worry about that. You help when you can
You
help. And
don't.
that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't worry about if, like, this is me. If somebody's doing what I'm doing and I let them go, I don't care if they become Jay-Z tomorrow. Because once I cut you out of my life, you don't exist. I don't care where your next breath is coming from.
Right.
But that's just me. You call it cold, whatever. Once I let you go, I let you go. There is no coming back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what you do. I'm not going to feel no type of way because you don't mean anything to me. I let you go. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. It may be wrong, but I did help you. I gave you.
It's not. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not.
Hold on,
I have
Daryl.
no more entitlement to helping you out. I did what I did. You and Jesus. Now it's on you and the Lord. That's the strongest person you got in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I get you 100%.
Daryl wanted to say something.
Yeah, D.
Listen, all this crab in the barrel shit is bothering me because I'm allergic to shellfish. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn crab.
Yeah. But what the show really was about was not helping your fellow brother. You know what I'm saying? And, and we were talking about working together and stuff like that. I feel like you do need people, but you can pick and choose who you need in your life.
There you go.
Right.
And if we did work together, we could do more. But
hey, let me tell you something.
People that they don't mesh together. They can't work together.
Destiny, let me tell you something.
But it would be better if we did work together.
So
what's the solution though? What's the solution?
Leave them crabs in the barrel and stop messing with people, period. Go about your own thing.
Like this? Leave the crabs in the barrel?
Yeah.
Does everybody feel like that? Leave the crabs in the barrel. That's what we do?
I mean, there's certain crabs you pick out with the tongues, you know what I mean? Come on.
You can only help those that want to be helped, and if they don't want to be helped, leave them in the barrel.
From the beginning of the show,
yeah. Hot water, put it in the barrel, pick all the motherfuckers.
There you go.
Pick the fake. What I would say, pick the fake ones out. Leave the real ones in, and help the real ones that surround you.
I'm like the president.
I take that.
I'm like the president every Thanksgiving. Part one turkey. That's it.
Okay, so we told all this talk that y'all ain't gonna unify. We still gonna leave the crabs in the barrel. That's amazing.
Some of them gotta stay in the barrel.
Hey, host, it calls for a part 2 to this situation.
Yeah.
It calls for a part 2.
Well, and we can do a part 2.
It calls for a part 2 YouTube edition.
Well, this is going to YouTube. So
part 2 YouTube edition. Exactly.
All right, this is definitely going to YouTube. Okay, so that's the conclusion. So our conclusion is that we should just leave the crabs in the barrel. That was okay. All right, so we did have a good talk. This is very healthy. I enjoyed it. Did everybody have a good time?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, yeah. And again, I am Destinee Jae. This is Uniq Xpressions podcast. We are back. So we are doing this show every Thursday. To find out something about the show, you can follow me on Facebook at Uniq Xpressions podcast page. You can also follow me on Instagram at uniq_expressions_podcast. Okay. You can also subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Uniq Xpressions podcast. Uniq Xpressions podcast. Please subscribe. And since we were talking about supporting Black business, you see these shirts right here? These lit shirts? I am the owner of these lit shirts. You can go to my website if you love it. Great quality, great design. You can go to my you can go to my website, which is UniqXpressionspodcast.com. So that's UniqStarEntLLC.com. I have some great products. I have everything: shirts, hats, masks. I have great masks. I have everything: candles, pillows. Go check it out. It's some good stuff, okay? And we hope to see you soon. Y'all know what time this is, right? Can everybody do it for me?
Peace out.
Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion.